Olá! Boa noite, gente! Are you there, guys? Oh, I can see you are! Boa noite, Charles! How are you? Tudo jóia? Oi, Omar! Shadow! Tudo bom? Let me see who else is here. Pink Pearl! Olá! Tudo bom? Thomas! Oi, Thomas! Tudo jóia? Holy Ann! Gary, boa noite, Gary! Kira, oi, Kira! Tudo jóia, gente? So, I'm very curious about your holidays. How was it? Was it good? Foi bom o feriado? Foi bom, na verdade, foram boas as festas de fim de ano? I hope you have liked it and I hope you have enjoyed this free time. I guess most of you had some free time, at least 2 or 3 days, right? So how was it? I hope you really enjoyed everything and that you were able to enjoy this time with your friends, family, and whoever you want to be close to. Let me see your messages. Olá, Milka! April, boa noite! So Pink Pearl is saying, I'm still working out. What's up? I have the app, but no phone reception. We are surrounded by forms, so it's difficult. Oh, what a pity, because you know, guys, for those of you who are here for the first time, we have this WhatsApp group where we send twice a week dialogues where you can practice your oral comprehension because you can listen to these conversations, and we also send transcriptions so you can read. Listen first, then listen and read so you can recognize what's being said. And if you are curious and you are a beginner in Portuguese, you can check the translation because we also send the translation. So it's a great source of information, a great source of studies. So I really recommend, if you are not yet in our group, go there. And also, we have live classes every Tuesday, as most of you know. And because of this, we send every week on Tuesdays the study material so you can follow everything during the class. You know, this is just like a class, a cooler one, I promise you, but it's a class, so you can watch it, make exercises, do exercises, and if you would like to, you can have this study material with you. So we send this also through our WhatsApp group. So that's why I really recommend you to be there with us. Okay? So let me see. Thomas, so you are starting answering me. So Thomas said that the holidays were great and he spent the holidays in Brazil with family. So cool! You were here. So you probably sensed the hot weather and also the rainy weather, because actually we here in Brazil are having a very rainy summer. We have rain every summer, it's common, but it seems that this one is something else, you know. So sorry if you're planning coming here. You will have hot weather, but with rain, apparently, at least here in the southeast, in the south, and I'm not sure how things are in the northeast region, so we have to check. So just to warm up, I would love to ask you, I would love to see you giving us some likes, guys. You are here with us, some of you for a while now, you were already with us for a while, so we would love to to see you giving us some likes. So you just click here in the hearts and in the, how do we say this in English? I forgot completely. But anyway, in Portuguese we say tinindo. So you can give us these likes so we can be more visible for more people. So please help us with that. And also, guys, we have our hashtags, remember? So let me share my screen with you guys so you can see these hashtags. So let me see if you can see my screen. While the screen changes, let me see your messages. Oi, Kevin, tudo jóia? What else? Safe, oi, Safe, tudo bom? Boa noite. Thumbs up, that's it. Thank you, Safe. Thumbs up. So you can give us the thumbs up, please. For us, this is very important, guys. You know that to be visible for more people, we have to have these likes. So if you're always watching us, it's important for you and for us to receive these likes, because without it, for us, it's even more hard. It's harder to produce this content for you because they won't be visible. So help us to be more visible, and also like this we can help you learning Portuguese. So yes, now you can see my screen. So guys, if you want, you can take a picture, take a screenshot, no matter what, from this class, and you can use these hashtags: aula de yes class, Portuholics, I love this one, created by our Yappers, our private course students. Yapper Squad, also made by our students, and yes, Portuguese. So you can post, you can share, so more people can see you, and with these hashtags, it's easier for us to find you, okay? Don't forget, aula de yes, Portuholics, Yapper Squad, yes, Portuguese. Guys, just before we really start this class, I would like to invite you to make a commitment with yourself right now. This is our first class of the year. Can you believe this? Most of you are with us since maybe March, May, some September of 2019. We are now starting 2020, a new decade. And I know that most of you have been wondering, how would it be to speak a different language? How would it be to speak Portuguese fluently? And you are in the right path, but you can't give up. This is a problem that all of us face in our lives. Sometimes we decide to start something, to learn something, but you know, life is not easy. We have lots of work, family, social duties, and etc. And sometimes we just give up on our dreams. And I want you to make a commitment with yourself right now that you won't give up on learning Portuguese. Because if this is your dream, you can achieve it. It's not something like become millionaire, you know? This is also possible, but learning and speaking a language is something that you can for sure accomplish, you know? So that's why I'm pushing you to make this commitment. So if you really do this, you won't really give up on any challenge that appears during this year. So you'll make this commitment. We will be here every week available for you. For the Yappers, they have even more support from us. I don't even have to mention, because they have many tools to use. But this message is also for the Yappers, because we know that sometimes we just give up. We think that it's not for us, that it's too hard, that I don't have time. We make excuses. Sometimes they are really true, and sometimes they are just excuses. If you keep studying, if you keep at least following these classes, receiving the materials that we send every week, these kinds of material will make you closer to achieve this dream of speaking Portuguese. So let's do this commitment together. We won't give up on our dreams. Okay? So I'm writing this. We won't give up on our dreams. Let's say it in Portuguese. How do I say this? Let me see if you can translate it here on the chat. If you know how to say it in Portuguese, right here on our chat, so I can check if you wrote it correctly. So let me see. So Pink Pearl is saying, I'm slowly learning, I'm happy, these classes make me smile and you guys become friends. Oh, Pink Pearl, you're so sweet. We also get very, very happy, guys, to have you here with us. It's amazing to have you as students and also as friends. Let me see. What else? Ah, you are already translating. Não desistiremos de nossos sonhos. Não vou desistir dos meus sonhos. Não vamos desistir dos nossos sonhos. A gente não vai desistir dos nossos sonhos. Que maravilhoso! How wonderful! You translated very well, guys. That's it. I'm putting here. Nós não vamos desistir dos nossos sonhos. We won't. Okay? This is a promise you are making with me. Nós não vamos desistir dos nossos sonhos. This will be our, how do I say this? Like a hymn, an anthem, maybe, something like this. We will use this sentence as a guide to everything that we want to do this year, okay? So, are you ready? Let's begin our class. Well, I hope so. Here, guys, you can see the study material. If you are, as I said, in our WhatsApp group, you received this later today. So, this is our topic, guys. We will see negative expressions in Portuguese. If you are a little bit more advanced in Portuguese, this will probably will be very easy for you, but because our classes are made for all kinds of students, sometimes we do something very complex like subjunctive present. Remember, we studied this verb tense, which is very complex, but we also have to prepare some classes with content that maybe we'll learn in the beginning of the process of learning a language. But this doesn't mean that you won't learn anything new, because, you know, we always try to show you the language we really spoke here in Brazil. So because of that, sometimes when we show even very simple structures in the language, you will find something new, because we won't show things established like in a grammar book. We'll show you the language people really speak, and because of that, sometimes we have new expressions, new structures, and that's why it's very important also for you to listen to some Portuguese and practice pronunciation. Okay, so let me see if you have any comments. Anthem, that's it. I'm probably pronouncing it in a wrong way, so you can correct me, Charles. Thank you. A motto, yeah, that's it, a motto, that's it. In Portuguese, we say for this, lema, okay? Lema, a motto, lema. So this kind of sentence or some phrase that has a meaning, right? So lema, but it's a masculine word, although it ends with an A. O lema, okay? So, oops. So let's go, guys. So what I mean by negative expressions here, guys, I mention words that have a negative sense, like nothing, no, no one, things like that, okay? Because also they behavior in a similar way. I didn't put all the words that we could face, that we could look at like these, like negative expressions, but I put the ones that behavior in a similar way, okay? And of course, this is a first class on this topic, so we are seeing how this works in a certain position, okay? Not in any kind of position, okay? So, so let us see here, guys, what I mean by this. So let's start with the first expression, which is very simple. We don't have any problems with that, right? So let's start with não. So when I want to deny something, some sentence, I just use the word não, which in Portuguese is an adverb, okay? Just as a curiosity for those of you who likes grammar. So this is an adverb. So we use it just in a sentence to deny something. What is important about this word? In some languages we have to use two words, sometimes a verb with these negative expressions, like in English we normally say don't or isn't or didn't, right? So a verb plus the word which gives this negative notion, or as in French that we have the word ne and then pas, but in Portuguese we only have não, okay? So it's simpler. And how we put it in a sentence. So just before we realize, check this small dialogue. So someone asks, tem alguma carne que você não come? Eu não como carne de porco. So here, the person is asking, is there any meat that you don't eat? And then the person says, I don't eat pork meat, okay? So, when I will deny something like in this, the sentence without the negation would be, eu como carne de porco. I eat pork meat. To deny, I just add não before the verb. So, this is the structure to use não, okay? We do it very, how do we say it? We don't even think about it, you know? So we just say this because it's very natural, this kind of position, but just for you to know, we normally put a subject, like, let me see the sentence again. Eu não como carne de porco. So the subject here is eu, then we use não, then the verb como carne de porco, which is the rest of the sentence, okay? So always the word não before the verb, okay? And what I want to show you in here, guys, is something that we do a lot, very often in Portuguese. And if you are here in Brazil, you probably have already noticed. And it's something that you should be familiar with, even to use it. So the same question, actually a little bit different, because first we had asked, is there any meat that you don't eat? And now the question is, você come carne de porco? Você come carne de porco? Meaning, do you eat pork meat? Then the person answers, eu não como carne de porco não. So this is pretty much the same answer, right? Eu não como carne de porco. What do we have here? This não. Again. Guys, this is very common in Portuguese, in Brazilian Portuguese. We often, when we are denying something, we put a double não in the end of the sentence to emphasize the negation. And we even give an intonation to that. So just pay attention to my reading to this small dialogue. Você come carne de porco? Eu não como carne de porco, não. Ok? So, eu não como carne de porco, não. So this second não, it's an emphasis. Of course, we didn't need to put it, okay? We could just say, like in this other dialogue, we could just say, eu não como carne de porco. But when we put não again in the end, is to emphasize that we really don't like or we really can't eat it. Okay, so to emphasize the negation. So this will appear in many other sentences, this não in the end of the sentence, as I will show you soon, okay? Let me see if you have any questions. Don't forget that you can ask anything you want during the class, and I'll try to check so we can continue if you don't have anything to ask. Let me see. Kitty saying the second não is what makes it sound super Brazilian. I agree, totally. We do it a lot, and this sounds very Brazilian. Eu não como não. Eu não vou não. Eu não quero não. It's very common, guys. We use it a lot to emphasize it. Very, very common, very Brazilian. Let me see. Safe is asking, can you say não, eu não como? Yes, sure, Safe. This is a very good question. So let me put in here so people could see what you are asking. He's asking if I could answer like this. Não, eu não como carne de porco, right? This is perfect, and actually this is the standard answer. If you have to answer a question in a written paper, in a document, you would answer like this. Não, eu não como carne de porco. This is the formal version. And of course, I could answer like this too. If you asked me this, você come carne de porco? I could say, não, eu não como carne de porco. Perfect. Also, correct and very natural also. Just this inversion is just a way to emphasize, because you notice that you end the sentence with não, which is a very strong word. It has a very strong meaning, right? So when we end with this não, we emphasize the negation, okay? But it's perfect. Your sentence is also correct. We could just say like this, não, then we put the whole sentence. Eu não como carne de porco. Okay? And of course, right, guys, we could just say no. Perfect. No. Okay? And Charles is giving another very funny example. Yes, we could say, não, eu não como não. Yes, this is very Brazilian. This is correct. We could say something like this. So someone could ask me, você come carne de porco? Não, eu não como não. Perfect. Very, very Brazilian. 3 no's. We would say it very, very easily. Very easily. That's it. Okay? So, it's also possible, Charles. Não, eu não como carne de porco, não. So, this way you are really emphasizing that you don't like pork meat. So, let's see about this other word, the word nada, nada. So, you probably know, guys, that this means nothing or anything, depending, right, in English on the sentence. So, something that I want I already want to say is that we are seeing these words in a certain position, in a position of mainly as an object. I'm talking about nada, ninguém, nenhum. We are seeing these words as in this position of verb object, okay? Because they could appear as the subject in the sentence, like nada vai acontecer, like nothing will happen. These exist too in Portuguese, but today we are not focusing on this use. We are focusing on the use of these other words in the position of the verb object, okay? So, well, nada. Let's see this dialogue, guys. Você tá enxergando? Eu não tô vendo nada. So, here the person is asking, can you see? So, is it possible to see something? Although he doesn't say the word something. Then the other person answers, eu não tô vendo nada. I can't see anything. Okay? Eu não tô vendo nada. So now, guys, let's check the structure. Eu não tô vendo nada. What we have here is first a subject, eu, você, João, Peter, okay? Then we add the word não, then the verb. So far, it's pretty much the same, right? Check here. Subject, não, verb. Subject, não, verb. But in this case, the verb is actually working with two verbs. Sometimes we have verb tenses that work with an auxiliary verb and a main verb, right? So, this is what's happening here. So, eu não tô vendo, and then I put the word nada. Because as I just said, here, nada is working as the object of the verb vendo, which, by the way, is the verb ver in the infinitive form, which means to see, right? So, when I say eu não tô vendo nada, I don't see anything. Nada, anything is the object of the verb. That's why it comes after the verb ver, okay? So we maintain this structure of negation because nada will be a word with this sense of negation. So subject, noun, verb, and then we end it with the word nada, okay? That's it. So let us see another example in here. We have another dialogue here. O que ele bebeu? What did he drink? Ele não bebeu nada não. He didn't drink anything. In here, we also add não in the end of the sentence. Again, guys, remember I said that we can use this double não to emphasize. It can appear here too. So someone asks, did he drink something? Or what did he drink? Which is exactly the question made here. And then you can, if you want to really emphasize that the person didn't drink anything, you can say, não bebeu nada não. Okay? So, the regular structure, subject, noun, verb, the word nada, and then não in the end to really emphasize. Okay? Let me see, I'm checking if you have any questions here, guys. Shadow is asking, how is enxergar different from the usual ver? Enxergar is more related to your ability of seeing something, your physical ability, okay? So imagine you wear glasses like me and you don't really see something. Then the verb enxergar is really appropriate. Because you can say, não consigo enxergar, I can't see, meaning that my vision, my ability of see is not so well, the physical ability, you know? And ver, which is translatable as see, is more general. It doesn't have this, sorry, it doesn't have this implication of being related specifically with the physical ability of seeing. It's more related like to look generally, okay? That's it. Let me see. I guess that's it, okay? So guys, this is the use of nada, and remember, we also could add here não, emphasizing. Charles, I love your sentences. Charles just said, sem óculos, você não enxerga nada não. That's it. Look, guys. Sem óculos, você não enxerga nada não. So we are here using what we just learned. Você is the subject. Não. The verb enxergar, to see. Nada. And then não, to emphasize. Okay? This is great. I love it. Sem óculos, você não enxerga nada não. Excellent, Charles. Very good. So the next word, guys, ninguém. Ninguém. No one or anyone. So let us check this first dialogue. Ela vai chamar alguém do trabalho para o chá de panela? So this sentence means, will she call someone from work to the showers? The showers when we are about to marry, we do shower. I guess you know what I mean. And in Portuguese we call it chá de panela, which literally means casserole's tea, something like this, okay? So will she call anyone? Or here, guys, actually the word chamar, which is translated as call, is more in the sense of invite, okay? We also use the verb chamar in the sense of invite. So won't she invite anyone from work to her shower? And the answer is, ela não vai chamar ninguém. She won't call or she won't invite anyone. Ela não vai chamar ninguém. So, what we have here, first, subject, then the word não, the verb, which here is also a composition of two verbs, ninguém. Ela não vai chamar ninguém. She won't call or she won't invite anyone. So here, guys, we have the same structure as in the word nada. Subject, não, verb, but here in the end, instead of nada, we are talking about ninguém, no one, okay? And also, here ninguém is behavioring as the object of the verb, and that's why it's coming here after the verb, okay? We have another example here. Você viu alguém chegar? Não vi ninguém, não. So the question here is, did you see anyone arrive? And the answer is, I didn't see anyone. And here also we have the não in the end to emphasize the answer. So, você viu alguém chegar? Não vi ninguém, não. Okay? I really didn't see anyone. Okay? Let me see if you have any questions. Yes, Pink Pearl is saying, oh, a wedding shower. Yeah, we do a lot here. Wedding, baby, engagement showers. That's it. We also do here in Brazil, guys. Let me put in here so you can see how do we call it in Portuguese. Chá de panela we use when someone is marrying, okay? Chá de panela, which is, as I said, literally casserole's tea. And when it's for a baby, we call it chá de bebê. chá de bebê. And you say wedding shower, baby shower, that's it. That's it. So pretty much the same, right? Chá de panela, chá de bebê. Ah, and now, because people are very, very excited about parties and everything, people are doing also what we call chá bar, which is a blend because the chá de panela, the weddings shower, they used to be only for women. We had this tradition to make it only for the bride and her friends, or only the women who were friends of the fiancé. And now the fiancé and the bride and the groom, they are deciding to make a shower together and with alcoholic drinks. And when they do that, they call it chá bar. And this way they will invite the friends, both friends from the groom and the bride, and they call it like this, chá bar. Okay? I'm checking if you have any questions. Bachelor party. The bachelor would be when the groom is going out with his friends before wedding, something like this, right? And the bride is going out with her friends, a night out, a girl's night out, something like this. If this is what you were talking about, using this expression bachelor party, in Portuguese we say despedida de solteiro. Despedida de solteiro. When you are single and you are about to marry, you can go out with your friends. Normally, brides go out with her friends, her girlfriends, and the groom go out with his friends, and they have what we call despedida de solteiro. That's it. Bachelorette party and bachelor party. That's it. We would call it despedida de solteiro. Okay? Which would be something like bachelor's farewell. Okay? Well, let's continue. Last word, guys. So the last word, yes, that's it. Last word of today is nenhum, and this has something special. So check it right now. First, let's see this dialogue. Você viu algum carro nessa rua? Did you see any car in this street? Eu não vi nenhum carro. I didn't see any car. So, here guys, we have eu não vi nenhum carro. So, subject, não, verb, word, nenhum. And notice that we have these together with the word nenhum. Nenhum, guys, will work always with the noun. He's always giving an attribute to a noun, okay? So that's why it will vary between masculine and feminine form. That's why I put here nenhum with a between brackets. If you see this in some texts in Portuguese, this means that we are making a reference to the feminine form of this verb, which is this one, nenhuma. Okay, just adding an a in the end. Well, if we are agreeing, if we agree here with the masculine noun, we will have the word nenhum. If we agree with the feminine noun, then we will have nenhuma. Here, notice that we are talking about a car. As car is a masculine noun, we use nenhum. Okay? Eu não vi, nenhum carro. I didn't see any car. So, any car, okay? We are talking about a car. Nenhum, any what? Nenhum o quê? Carro. So, we have to think like this to understand the noun which is making an agreement, okay? But let us see another example in here. So, check this second dialogue. Você tem alguma bolsa grande para me emprestar? Do you have any big bag to lend me? Then the person says, eu não tenho nenhuma bolsa grande não. I don't have any big bag. Okay? Notice, guys, that here we are having the same structure, subject, noun, verb, nenhuma, and then the noun, which is corresponding to this nenhum in here. Now we are talking about bolsa, which is a feminine noun, right? A bolsa. And that's why nenhum has to be in the feminine form, nenhuma, okay? So we are always making an agreement between nenhum and a noun. Even though this noun may not be mentioned in the sentence, we have a reference, something that we are referring to, even though we don't always say it. So you have always to know what you were referring to make the agreement, okay? And in this case, we also have não emphasizing the end of the sentence. Eu não tenho nenhuma bolsa grande, não. Okay? Okay, got it, guys? Let me see your questions. Charles is saying, mulheres, eu não vi nenhuma mulher. This is an important thing, guys. It's something interesting. And Safe is asking, I think the same. Nenhum carros. Is there a plural rule? Normally, we use this word in the singular form. So even though if I ask, for example, let me think in a question in the plural. Você viu umas mulheres aqui? Imagine this question, guys. Did you see any woman here? Notice that it's in the plural, right? If I would use nenhuma in the answer, I would have to put mulheres in the singular. Then I would have to say, eu não vi nenhuma mulher aqui. Você viu umas mulheres aqui? Eu não vi nenhuma mulher aqui. Ok? When we use nenhum and nenhuma, we put it in the singular form. Okay? So even though sometimes the question is in the plural form, when we answer, because here is in the plural because we are not using the word nenhum, nenhuma. Because with the word nenhum, nenhuma, we don't put a word in the plural form. It's always on the singular form, okay? So in here, it appears in the plural because it's not, it doesn't have the word nenhum. But in the answer, when I want to say anyone, I won't use it with plural form, okay? Because any gives a sense of zero. That's why we don't use plural. So, eu não vi nenhum, nenhuma mulher, nenhum homem, nenhum carro. Okay? So, always in singular. Kira, Safe and Charles, then we would have to say, eu não vi nenhuma mulher. Mulheres? Eu não vi nenhuma mulher. Or nenhum carro. Eu não vi nenhum carro. Nenhuma mulher. Ok? Always in the singular form. And Kira is asking, it translates to something like not a single one. Eu não vi nenhuma mulher aqui. Exactly, that's the meaning. None, not a single woman, okay? Any woman, nenhuma, okay? No one. That's it. Marcus, this is a good translation. Not one. Literally, it's something like this. Not one. Okay? That's why we don't put it with plural, right? Let us make an exercise to close these things up. Let's do it. So let me show you in here. We'll put these sentences in Portuguese. Okay? So let us begin with the first one. I want you to put it in Portuguese, and once you do it, you can write it here on our chat. Then I can check and we go to the next one. Okay? So let's go. I don't like chocolate. How will it be in Portuguese? First one is very, very simple, right? Oh, eu não gosto de chocolate. Don't forget of the preposition. Eu não gosto de chocolate. Remember that the verb gostar in Português demands the presence of the preposition de. Gostar de chocolate, de alguém, de amarelo, okay? We always put the verb gostar followed by the preposition de. Do, da, it can vary, right? But always with the preposition. Eu não gosto de chocolate. Believe me, I have a friend who, for whom this sentence is true. Okay? Eu não gosto de chocolate. Charles is saying, eu não gosto de chocolate não. To use não in the end, right? To emphasize, but it's a lie. He's admitting. Very cool, Charles. Yeah, the preposition is very important in this case, right, guys? Well, let's see number 2. The sentence is, she didn't talk to anyone. She didn't talk to anyone. How will it be in Portuguese? She didn't talk to anyone. I can see you are doing pretty well. Ela não. Remember here is past, right? So falou in the past. Ela não falou com ninguém. Muito bem. I can see you are doing a great job. Congratulations. Kira, Cheryl, Safe, Marcus. Marcus is emphasizing. Yeah, you can say it. Ela não falou com ninguém, não. Eu não gosto de chocolate, não. We can always put it in the end to really emphasize, ok? Ela não falou com ninguém. Very good. Third sentence, guys. Let's translate it to Portuguese. Oh, it misses a Y here. They aren't doing anything. They aren't doing anything. In Portuguese, let us see. They aren't doing anything. Eles não. We can translate this aren't doing to the version of the present continuous in Portuguese, which is eles não estão fazendo nada. That's it. Oh yeah, sorry, Jacob. Thank you for reminding me. Eles não estão fazendo nada. Eles ou elas. Yes, Kira, it could be elas in Portuguese, right? That's right. Não tão. We would say like this. This is right, guys. We would say like this. Eles não estão fazendo nada. Writing in a more formal way, we would put is. But we would say, eles não estão fazendo nada. Very good, guys. And number 4, we don't have any friends here. We don't have any friends here. How do we say this in Portuguese? We don't have any friends here. This is related to what we just discussed about nenhum in the plural form. Remember? So think about it. Because here the sentence in English is in the plural form. Very good, Kira. Very nerd. So, nós não temos nenhum amigo aqui. Oops. And very well, some of you used a gente. We could also use a gente because we in Portuguese can be with nós or a gente. So we could say a gente, then the verb will have to change. Remember? A gente não tem nenhum amigo aqui. Right? Okay? So, either you use nós não temos, nós with the verb temos, or a gente não tem, a gente with the verb tem. Okay? So just pay attention to the conjugation, then the rest is the same. Nenhum amigo aqui. And notice that nenhum is in the singular form, is not in the plural form. Nenhum will always be in singular. Okay? And last one. I don't know any girl with this name. In Portuguese, how will be this sentence? I don't know any girl with this name. Jacob, you did a great job! Eu. Very good, Charles, you too! Very good, Pink Pearl, you used the 3 nouns. Eu não. Here, the verb know, guys, it can be translated as saber, eu sei, right? But here we would translate it more like conhecer. Eu não conheço nenhuma garota com esse nome. Eu não conheço nenhuma garota com esse nome. Remember, here we used nenhuma because we are referring to garota, no girl, any girl. So the noun garota is feminine, that's why nenhuma is also in the feminine form. Also, I remember that we have a use of the verb saber with this sense of conhecer. We could also say, guys, like this. Eu não sei de nenhuma garota com esse nome. Guys, this is very, very Brazilian, and you won't see this in grammar books because they won't show you this use because it's not formal. Normally we use the verb saber to talk about knowledge, things we know in our minds, to talk about abilities, things that we can do, like I know how to do something. But when we know someone, we normally use the verb conhecer, right? You probably, if you're already studying Portuguese for a while, you already know that. But we have this use, which is the verb saber, followed by the preposition de, which is very informal but very, very common also here in Brazil. And together they have this meaning of conhecer, know someone. Eu não sei de nenhuma garota com esse nome. Eu não conheço nenhuma garota com esse nome. Ok? So, another use for you to learn with the verb saber in a very informal and natural sense. I guess you were doing very well. So Charles is asking, conhecer is used with relationship. Yeah, we use when we are meeting, when we know someone. You know, when you have a meeting and you will meet this person for the first time, we also use conhecer. So, eu vou conhecer uma pessoa hoje à noite. I'll meet someone tonight. So we use with this sense of conhecer. It can have this meaning of knowing someone with whom you can have a relationship, a loving relationship, but also in regular sense as a friend, to meet a neighbor, and so on, okay? Well, very good, guys. I really liked because you really got what these negative words are, how to use them, and you even have appropriated them and put them in your sentence. I just love it. Well, to end it, I just want to highlight these oppositions because sometimes we forget that that this first column is opposed to the other column. So don't forget. This one is very okay, right? Não is the opposite of sim. Nada is the opposite of tudo. Ninguém is the opposite of alguém, someone. Nenhum, nenhuma is the opposite of algum, alguma, some. Okay? So, let's pronounce them because I know they have these nasal sounds which are very, very tricky for you. So let's pronounce it. If you are, you can repeat after me wherever you are. Não, nada, ninguém, nenhum, nenhuma, sim, tudo, alguém, algum, alguma. That's it. How was it, guys? Let me see if you have questions. So, people is saying, how do you say I'm late? Eu tô atrasado or eu tô atrasada. So, eu tô atrasado ou atrasada. Ok? So Charles is saying, that's why I see a lot of Brazilian English learners say, I want to meet Orlando. Probably. Because we use this verb conhecer also for cities. When we want to visit a new city, to know a city for the first time, we use the verb conhecer. Eu quero conhecer os Estados Unidos. I want to visit the US. We use this verb. That's why. Very good, Charles. So Kira is, Kira, I think she's agreeing. More appropriate. Qual é a diferença entre conhecer e encontrar? Marcus, conhecer you will use only when you see someone or someplace for the first time. So, first time you go to US, you can say, eu vou conhecer os Estados Unidos. I will visit the US. But conhecer is for the first time. So, primeira vez que você vai conhecer... First time you will meet someone, you will say, eu vou conhecer essa menina. Let me write it in here for you. I think it will help you. So, conhecer, and the other one is encontrar. Encontrar is just meet, okay? Meet someone. To arrange something and to meet this person in some place. It can also be by accident, okay? Conhecer is when you meet someone for the first time or when you visit some place for the first time, ok? Então, eu vou conhecer uma garota hoje à noite. I will meet a girl tonight. Or I will know a girl tonight. I don't think you use this in English, right? But when it's first time, you use the verb conhecer. And eu vou conhecer o Brasil. I will visit Brazil. Okay? So, meet or visit someone or some place for the first time. Encontrar, just meet. And encontrar we only use with people. We don't use it with countries, okay? Did you understand? Was it okay? Let me see. Safe, nosso tempo muito rápido hoje. I agree, Safe. It went really fast. It's already 11 p.m. here in Brazil. For you guys, it depends where you are, right? But here for me in Brazil, it's 11 p.m. So we are here already for 1 hour, and I didn't see the time pass. I really didn't, guys. It went very fast. Jacob, you remember very good song. Cachaça não é água, não. That's it. You know, the sing is just right the way we say it. Remember the song. I don't know if you know, guys. The song is Cachaça não é água, não. Você pensa que cachaça é água. Cachaça não é água, não. Cachaça dá no alambique e água vem do ribeirão. It's a very, very popular song during Carnival here in Brazil. By the way, I invite you to come. It will be amazing, and we are planning to meet yappers here, which will be here during Carnival. So you should be here, guys. This is a very common song, and you were right. It has this exactly this pattern we just studied, right? Well, I guess that's it, guys. Thank you very much for being here with us. Don't forget to give us the like if you didn't give us yet. As I told you, this is very important for us. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence, for your help, for your questions. Everything helps us a lot, and for us it's very important to have you here. So thank you. I hope we have helped you a little bit more to achieve your dream. And don't forget the commitment we did with ourselves in the beginning of this class, right? So don't forget it. This is a lifetime commitment, actually. It's not only for 2020, right? So next Thursday, I'll be live on Instagram at 3 p.m. Brazilian time or 1 p.m. EST. And we'll practice a little bit of these words, and next week we'll be live here at the same time, okay? And don't forget to follow us on our medias, on our social media, so you always have news about us and about everything we are doing, okay? Muito obrigada, gente! Kira vai estar em São Paulo! Vai pro Rio! Come to Rio so we can meet! Obrigada, Jacob. Obrigada, Marcos. Obrigadão. Obrigada, Kira. Adorei estar com vocês. Até a próxima. Tchau, gente.